Grace Kelly. The name itself is like a dream. Hollywood icon, Oscar winner, timeless beauty, who then became a real-life princess. Her Serene Highness, Princess Grace of Monaco. Her marriage to Prince Rainier III was a global sensation, a true fairy tale. But what about the children born into this extraordinary blend of Hollywood glamour and European royalty? What paths did they choose? Their stories are filled with duty, resilience, personal triumphs, and heartbreaking tragedies. Let's find out what really happened to Grace Kelly's 3 children. Number 3. Princess Caroline. Born on January 23, 1957, in the Princess Palace in Monaco. Her dad was Prince Rainier III, the ruler dedicated to modernizing Monaco. Her mom, of course, was Princess Grace. This put Caroline right at the crossroads of ancient European royalty and dazzling Hollywood fame. She was even briefly the hereditary princess until her brother Albert was born, giving her an early taste of royal expectation. Her education was top-notch, a French baccalaureate with honors, studies at St. Mary's School, Ascot in the UK, Sciences Po in Paris, and then a diploma in philosophy from the Sorbonne. Plus, she's fluent in 5 languages. From a young age, she was into the arts, taking ballet lessons, a love she shared with her mother, and studying piano and flute. While her upbringing was privileged, Caroline has admitted that she and her brother Albert were probably closer to our nanny, Maureen Wood, than to our parents in their early years, a candid glimpse into the complexities of a royal childhood. Princess Caroline's personal life has been a roller coaster. Lived out under intense media scrutiny, her first marriage at 21 was to Parisian banker Philippe Junot in 1978. Her parents reportedly disapproved, and the marriage was short-lived, ending in divorce in 1980. She found happiness in her second marriage to Italian sportsman Stefano Casiraghi in 1983. Together, they had 3 children, Andrea, Charlotte, and Pierre. But this joy was shattered in October 1990, when Stefano was tragically killed in a powerboat racing accident. At just 33, Princess Caroline was a widow with 3 young children. This was 8 years after losing her mother, an unimaginable double blow. She then moved her family to Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, France, seeking privacy to heal. Nearly a decade later, in 1999, Princess Caroline married Prince Ernst August of Hanover, head of a historic European royal house. They had 1 child, Princess Alexandra of Hanover. However, this marriage has also been challenging and described as turbulent, with Prince Ernst August involved in public controversies. By 2009, it was widely reported they had separated. Through all these ups and downs, motherhood has been Caroline's constant anchor. Her brother, Prince Albert II, has praised her maternal dedication. In recent years, she's embraced being a grandmother to 7 grandchildren. Princess Caroline's life has been defined by her duties to Monaco. This took on huge significance after her mother, Princess Grace, tragically died in a car accident in September 1982. At just 25, Caroline became the de facto First Lady of Monaco, supporting her grieving father. Prince Rainier said, "Princess Caroline stepped into her mother's shoes. She has the same spirit as her mother." Caroline herself once said, "I was raised with a sense of duty. What I had to do always came before what I wanted to do." Soon after her mother's death, Prince Rainier appointed her president of the Garden Club of Monaco, the Festival of Monte Carlo Arts, now Printemps des Arts, and most importantly, the Princess Grace Foundation. These roles cemented her as a guardian of her mother's legacy. She served as First Lady alongside her father until his death in 2005, then supported her brother, Prince Albert II. Her role evolved when Albert married Princess Charlene in 2011. But when Princess Charlene faced health issues in 2021, Caroline quietly stepped up again. Princess Caroline's commitment to philanthropy and the arts is extraordinary. She's not only continued her mother's work, but expanded it as president of the Princess Grace Foundation in Monaco and chairman of the US One. She supports emerging artists and humanitarian aid. As president of Amade Mondial, a global child welfare organization founded by Princess Grace, Caroline has overseen impactful projects worldwide, earning Amédée the UNICEF Children's Champion Award in 2006. Perhaps one of her most personal contributions is founding Les Ballets de Monte Carlo in 1985, fulfilling a cherished dream of her mother. She's also the long-standing president of the Printemps des Arts Festival and founded the June J'écoute Youth Hotline. Her role as a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador since 2003 further highlights her dedication to children and education for women and girls. Princess Caroline is a respected stateswoman and cultural patron, embodying resilience and an unwavering commitment to her family and Monaco. Number 2, Prince Albert II, born Albert Alexandre Louis Pierre Grimaldi. On March 14, 1958, his arrival was met with a 101-gun salute, securing the Grimaldi line. He grew up in the Princess Palace with his sisters. After graduating with distinction from Lycée Albert Premier and Monaco, he spent a year learning about Monaco's government. He then attended Amherst College in Massachusetts, earning a BA in political science, an experience that likely gave him a broader global perspective. After graduating, he interned with major international companies and served in the French Navy. From 1984, he actively assisted his father, Prince Rainier III, in governing Monaco. As hereditary prince, Albert took on significant duties early. When Prince Rainier III's health declined, Albert became regent on March 31, 2005, formally ascending as Sovereign Prince Albert II upon his father's death on April 6, 2005. The years before his accession were marked by concerns about succession due to his bachelorhood. A crucial 2002 constitutional amendment allowed his siblings to inherit if he died without legitimate issue, securing Grimaldi rule and making Princess Caroline heir presumptive at the time. As sovereign prince, Albert II has overseen significant judicial and legal reforms, modernizing Monaco's laws and promoting ethical economic activity to bolster Monaco's international reputation. A significant moment was his public apology in 2015 for Monaco's role in deporting Jews during World War II. Prince Albert II is a true Olympian. He competed in bobsleigh for Monaco at 5 consecutive Winter Olympics, Calgary 1988 to Salt Lake City 2002. He's been an IOC member since 1985 and president of the Monegasque Olympic Committee since 1994. In 2014, he became chairman of the IOC Sport and Environment Commission, perfectly blending two passions. Environmental stewardship is a defining feature of his reign. He established the Prince Albert II of Monaco Foundation in 2006, dedicated to planetary health. It focuses on climate change, biodiversity, especially ocean protection and water resources. By 2025, the foundation had granted over €101 million to more than 750 projects worldwide. Prince Albert has personally undertaken expeditions, including to Antarctica, where he reached the South Pole in 2009, the only incumbent head of state to visit both poles. This commitment can be seen as a modern evolution of his mother, Princess Grace's, own love for nature. Prince Albert II married Charlene Lynette Wittstock, a former Olympic swimmer from South Africa, in 2011. The birth of their twins on December 10, 2014, hereditary Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella secured the direct line of succession. Before his marriage, Prince Albert publicly acknowledged 2 children born out of wedlock, Yasmin Grace Grimaldi, born 1992, and Alexandra Grimaldi Costa, born 2003. Neither is in line to the throne, but are recognized family members. His reign hasn't been without challenges. The Claude Palmero Black Notebook scandal in early 2024 brought allegations regarding palace finances. Prince Albert described it as a story of broken trust, accusing his former accountant of misusing his office. This ongoing issue highlights the difficulties of managing internal palace affairs under intense media scrutiny. However, Prince Albert II's reign is largely defined by his focus on environmentalism, ethical governance, and securing Monaco's future. Number 1. Princess Stéphanie, born on February 1, 1965 in Monaco. She received her French baccalaureate in 1982 and is fluent in multiple languages. Early on, she studied dance and piano and excelled in gymnastics. Princess Grace lovingly called her wild child, hinting at her spirited nature. Being further from the throne than her siblings perhaps gave her more freedom to explore. Tragically, Princess Stéphanie's life was forever changed on September 13, 1982. She was in the car with her mother when Princess Grace suffered a stroke while driving, leading to the fatal accident. Stéphanie, then 17, was seriously injured and couldn't attend her mother's funeral, compounding her grief or cruel public rumors blaming her for the crash. "It's not easy when you're 17 to live with that," she later said. This trauma shaped her profoundly, leading to a search for purpose. "If I was kept alive, it was for a reason." Princess Stéphanie's personal life often captivated international media. Her first notable marriage was to her former bodyguard, Daniel Ducrey. They had 2 children, Louis, born 1992, and Pauline, born 1994, before marrying in 1995. The marriage ended in divorce in 1996 after a public scandal involving Ducrey. Later, her love for the circus world led to relationships with elephant trainer Franco Ney. She and her children even traveled with his circus, and then a brief marriage to acrobat Aidens Lopez Perez, 2003 to 2004. Her third child, Camille Marie Kelly Gottlieb, was born in 1998. Her father is Jean-Raymond Gottlieb, a former palace security guard. Despite unconventional circumstances, her dedication to her 3 children has been a constant. Stéphanie herself pushed back against the rebel label, stating, "I'm not a rebel. I've just taken life as it came." Princess Stéphanie also ventured into fashion, music, and her beloved circus world. She apprenticed at Christian Dior, modeled for magazines, and launched her pool-position swimwear line in the mid-'80s. Her music career took off in 1986 with the international pop hit Oregon, or Irresistible in English, which sold millions. A second album in 1991 was less successful. Famously, she secretly collaborated with Michael Jackson on his track In the Closet in 1991, credited as Mystery Girl. The circus remains a deep passion. Her father founded the International Circus Festival of Monte Carlo, and since 2005, Stéphanie has served as president of its organizing committee, advocating for traditional circus. Despite her rebel image, Princess Stéphanie has shown a profound commitment to philanthropy. Her most prominent work is with Fight AIDS Monaco, which she founded in 2004. The organization supports people with HIV, promotes education, and fights stigma. A key project is the Maison de Vie House of Life in France, offering respite for individuals with HIV/AIDS. She was named a special representative for UN AIDS in 2006 and continues as a Goodwill ambassador. She also holds presidencies of the Monaco Youth Center and other cultural festivals. In recognition of her humanitarian work, Prince Albert II awarded her the Grand Cross of Drought Regions of Grimaldi in 2005. Princess Stéphanie today is a respected figure, often seen at philanthropic and national events with her children. 3 children born into the legendary union of Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier III. Each has navigated the extraordinary pressures and privileges of their heritage in remarkably distinct ways.